Hello, I'm back. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend and I hope your moms were able to have a very special day yesterday. I know I did. So I hope that every one of your moms had the most wonderful day and it was such a gorgeous day out yesterday. It felt like summer. I know that. Okay, so let's carry on with our lesson so that you guys can go outside and enjoy the beautiful day. But first, you got to do your work. Okay, so what's the date today? Today is Monday, what number is this? 11th. Good. So today is Monday, May 11th, 2020. Yesterday was Sunday, May the 10th, 2020. Tomorrow will be Tuesday, May the 12th, 2020. Okay, so on Friday, we were at school for 148 days. So what comes after 148? Everybody tell me, please. Good, it's 149. We've been at school for 149 days. Is that an even or odd number? So anything that ends in a 9 has to be odd. So it's an odd number. Okay, so there are 9 ones, 4 groups of 10, and 1 big bundle of 100 makes 149. All right, so I'm going to have a seat here. Again, my dog has joined us. Have I actually shown you my dog, though? She is very hairy right now. Let me show you. Can you see her? Say hi, Ab. Say hello. She's just sniffing you guys right now. She's very hairy right now. We have to give her a haircut, but we don't do it ourselves, so we have to get the appointment made. All right, let's move you closer. Today's Monday, May 11th. Okay? New words of the week. The first one, what does the first word say? It rhymes with kind. It rhymes with mind. What does it say? It says find. So this is part of the IND word family. Okay, and you'll learn all about word families in grade 2. So find rhymes with kind, rhymes with mind. Okay, so it says find. I like to find worms in the soil. Next word, what does that say? It says long. So what word rhymes with long? Calm, song. Can you think of another one? Go ahead. What's this? Strong, right? So it all ends in ong. It needs to rhyme with long. Next word, what does this say? It says down, because I know that OW and OU says ow. So it says down. What rhymes with down? Frown or a crown, right? Those all rhyme with down. Next word is easy. We know that AY always says A. So this has to say day. What rhymes with day? Stay, today, may, right? Those all rhyme. And finally, the last word says did. What rhymes with did? Sid, kid, right? That all rhymes with did. So let's read them again. This one says, read it please. Find. This one says, say it out loud. Long. This says, please say it out loud. Down. This says day. And this says did. So remember, you have to write those words in your journal this morning or this afternoon, whenever you're doing your work. And for a challenge today, I'd like you to write a rhyming word right beside it. So if I was writing the word find, right beside it, I would write a rhyming word. So I would write mind right beside it, okay? So I want you to challenge yourself and do that today. Okay, so that's what you're going to do for your language arts today. I'm going to get you to do quite a bit for a little duck life cycle we're going to do. So you don't have to write about what you did over the weekend unless you want lots of writing practice today, then you can do that. But so I am going on Fresh Grade, I'm going to provide a link to some baby ducklings that Emil has. So his mom and dad got some baby ducklings, and Emil's mom has agreed to make little videos for us to see the little ducklings grow into ducks. So I thought it would be fun today if we can do a quick lesson on ducks. Okay, so I have my little chart here that I'm going to put up that goes through the life cycle of a duck. Okay, it's pretty simple. We have talked about life cycles this year. Remember when we did the life cycle of salmon? But we're going to do it just today, and I'm going to get you to do something too right after. But here's my life cycle of a duck. So first, a duck starts off as an egg. Not all animals or insects start off as eggs, but a duck starts off as an egg. Then after the egg, it hatches. So that egg has to hatch. Then it turns into a duckling. And finally, it goes to a duck. And then the duck lays her eggs. And then the life cycle goes again, right? That's why it's called the life cycle, because it's a continuous cycle, okay? So a couple facts about ducks. There are two kinds of ducks. There's diving ducks or dabbing or puddle ducks. So diving ducks search for food fairly deep underwater. So they dive in the water to find their food. Whereas dabbing or puddle ducks, they feed on the surface of the water. So that's the top of the water. Or they can feed on land, or they can just duck their heads underneath the water and just find food there. Okay, but they don't dive down. Ducks are omnivores. Do you know what that means? That they feed on aquatic plants, small fish, insects, worms, grubs, and more. So omnivores eat plants and eat meat. Herbivores only eat plants, right? And carnivores only eat meat. Okay, so ducks are omnivores. They eat both. A male duck is called a drake. A female duck is called a hen. And a baby duck is called a what? A duckling, that's right. Ducks are mostly aquatic birds, living in both fresh and salt water. So they're found on every continent except one. Can you tell me what continent ducks are not found on? What do you think? I'll give you a hint. This continent is super, super cold. Antarctica. So if you said Antarctica, good for you. So ducks are found on every continent all over the world except Antarctica. Okay, and those are just a few little facts that I wanted to tell you about ducks. Make sure that you check out that short little video about what the ducks are looking like right now. Right now, Emil's ducks are in the duckling phase of the life cycle. What I want you to do today is I want you to choose any animal or insect, and I want you to draw their life cycle, and I want you to find one interesting thing about that animal or insect. Also, Mrs. Fernandez has made a really awesome video with her daughter Aaliyah about the life cycle of a butterfly. So that will be on my YouTube channel as well. So make sure to check that out. So you can do something like Mrs. Clark did or something like Aaliyah did. So Aaliyah chose nature items to make the life cycle of a butterfly. I just drew it on paper, which is great. If you choose an animal that's really hard to draw, you can just write the word. That's great too. My goal for you today is to learn something new about an animal or an insect, draw their life cycle, and write down one interesting thing that you learned about them. So you will need a sibling, an older sibling, or your mom and dad to help you today, and I hope that's okay. Some things you could do. So we have done the salmon life cycle. If you want to do the salmon life cycle, draw that out. That's okay. If you want to do the duck, that's okay. You could do a whale life cycle. If you want to do a human life cycle and draw that out, that's great too. If you want to do a grasshopper or a frog, frogs have some pretty cool life cycles too, don't they? Or we could do a butterfly, because I know you learned all about butterflies in kindergarten. So choose any animal or insect that you would like to learn a little bit more about. All right, so that's what I would like you to do today. For math, what I want you to do is I want you to find this subtraction sheet that actually gets you to cut out the answers and glue them up at the top. So that's fun. Do one of those. So cut and paste. Do one of those today. And that's all for today. And tomorrow we are going to start a new unit on community. Have a wonderful day, grade ones. I will see you again tomorrow, Tuesday, May 12th. Bye for now.